Feels like I'm eating something from a fast food restaurant right now. Deliciously anabolic. Welcome back to the Anabolic Hub, where we make anabolic deliciousness. We're back inside my kitchen today, taking a look at another original recipe. We're gonna be doing tater-less tots. That's right, anabolic tater-less tots. Tater tots, we all love them, right? They're so good, so addictive. Better than French fries? I don't know, you can tell me on that one. But man, we all love them. I know someone's gonna say you don't, but you're lying. They're so good, we're gonna start taking a look at this recipe right now. With no further ado, let's see the ingredients. Here we go. Liquid egg substance. Hey, we gotta use it to get rid of it. Egg whites will work too. Panko flakes, gluten-free, not required, unless you're celiac. I know, trust me, but it works. Chickpeas, fat-free cheddar cheese, garlic powder, chili powder, salt. The best thing about this recipe is that it's super simple to put together. We're gonna put all the ingredients inside the food processor or blender if that's what you have, and we're gonna mix them all together until they're nice and smooth. So let's start adding them in right now. We're getting it out of the way right away. 112 grams of our chickpeas. And trust me, it does work. Going in. Then we're adding in a 1/4 cup of our panko breadcrumbs. In it goes. Then we're adding in 30 grams of our liquid egg white fake stuff. You can use egg whites too. 30 grams on the money going in. Then we have 38 grams of our non-fat cheddar cheese going in. Eventually. Now it's in. Then we have roughly a 1/4 cup of onion. Not too big a deal here, not a ton of calories, so kind of laser eyeballed it. 1/4 cup of the white onion. Now we start to add the spices. We can level off scoops here. Grams aren't that important. We're gonna go with 1 teaspoon of the garlic powder. Leveled off scoop. In it goes. Then it's 1/2 teaspoon of the chili powder. Then a 1/4 teaspoon of the salt. And next, we need a 1/4 teaspoon of the pepper that we're going to laser eyeball. Here we go. So another quick interlude here. If you wouldn't mind smashing the like button, and I'd like to take a poll in the comment section. Should I lose the on the money or should I keep it? So down below, write lose it if you want it gone, write keep it if you want it to stay. Curious, taking opinions, let me know. All right, back to the video. All right, next we gotta pop the lid on, turn this thing on, get it to a smooth consistency, and we go on to the next step. Let's do it. You may want to just scrape down the sides here to make sure it all gets incorporated with your food processor or blender. We don't want to miss any of these ingredients getting incorporated. All right, one more quick minute. Here we go. And done. Okay, so I've transferred the mixture over from the food processor into this small bowl here. Next step is to form this into a roll, and then we're going to cut it up. So what I did is I actually did 2 rolls, as you can see here. It's gonna be much easier now to cut up, and then we're gonna form into our tater tot shapes. So with your knife, you just wanna portion out what you think the size of the tater tot that you'd like to eat. I'm going traditional style, just like we used to have at school. So I'm gonna start cutting now, then I'm gonna roll them up in my hands. I already have a cookie sheet here sprayed down with some nonstick. As soon as I'm done rolling them in my hands, I'm gonna put it right on there, and then we're gonna get these things baking. You've guessed it, we do get a little dirty. So once you have your tater tot clumps onto your pan that you've already sprayed down with some nonstick, the last step before they go into the oven is to shape them up a little bit more. So you don't have to do this part, but I need a nice thumbnail, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's it. So now we have our oven preheated to 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 230 degrees Celsius. We're gonna pop them in for 10 minutes, flip them over, bake them for another 5 minutes, and then they're gonna be done. And then we're over to the taste test table. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Anabolic Tater Tots. Let's get these over to the taste test table and try them out. Looking good. Okay, welcome back to the taste test table. Can't wait to try these. I've of course already had them before, so I know how good they are, but love for you guys to experience it this time with me, so let's get right to it. We have our dipping sauce that today we're going to be using sugar-free ketchup. But for these tater tots, you can use whatever dipping sauce you want, as long as it's low calorie. I think there's 10 calories in 2 tablespoons of this stuff, so hardly anything at all, especially for the amount that I'm gonna use. But let's get right to it. With no further ado, let's get the ketchup on the plate. Done. All right, let's take a bite of our first tater tot. Let's see here. Get a good amount of ketchup on there. Nice anabolic tater tot right there, getting ready to be had. Let's do it. We won't be a savage. We'll just take a small bite. You know, you do so many of the sweet recipes. When you get something like this that's salty and a little savory even. Total different flavoring for the taste buds. Really nice change up. All the spices, which are optional by the way. If any of those spices you don't like, you don't have to put them in, but they all come together and they work great in this recipe. You would not know that these are chickpeas and not potatoes, that is for sure. Might as well be a tater tot in a high school cafeteria. So good, so crunchy. The center feels just like the inside of a tater tot. Nice and moist. Seems like it was fried even though we know it was baked. Just a delight for the taste buds. I mean, I love the sweet stuff obviously, but it is nice to change it up and have something like it's a little salty, get some ketchup going. You know, you don't usually have that. At least I don't usually have that often on this diet, but man, when you change it up like this, do something like this, or a lasagna, or you do the Swedish meatballs that we did a couple weeks ago, man, it's just a totally different flavoring for the taste buds. Super anabolic. You don't have to feel bad. It wasn't dropped in the fryer-later. They're not gonna be something that's mostly fat and just carb heavy. Once you see the amount of protein in these, you're gonna be surprised. You could even portion this out. You could have half of this as a side, maybe split it with somebody. Be a nice side to have with the dinner. Awesome, awesome stuff. I know a lot of you out there are afraid of the chickpeas. I'm telling you, don't be. This might as well be potato in the middle of this. You won't be able to tell the difference at all. You might want to take them out a little bit earlier on the initial 10 minutes. A couple of them did brown up on the bottom, but that can happen. Maybe I didn't hit it with enough non-stick, who knows, but just something to keep in mind. Maybe you want to do 8 minutes depending on how your oven cooks. If your oven cooks things faster than normal and you've noticed that in the past, you might want to cut it down a couple minutes, then flip them and do it for the final 5 after that. But just something to keep in mind. What a treat. Feels like I'm eating something from a fast food restaurant right now. It's unbelievable. If you ever get a craving for something fried, need fast food of some kind, man, this can definitely help you with that craving for sure. Sugar-free ketchup works perfect. I honestly can't tell the difference between regular ketchup and sugar-free ketchup anymore. That's what's great about those low-calorie dipping sauces, is that there's hardly anything in them. It satisfies that craving. If you've been looking for something salty, something crunchy, seems like it's fried, this is it right here. You gotta try it. Man, it's like back to my childhood right now. I don't remember the last time I had tater tots, but when I did, I know they tasted like this, which is just incredible. Just like a tater tot tastes. Just like a tater tot tastes. It's almost as difficult to say as taste test table. Deliciously crispy. All the spices come together really well. It's a nice, well-balanced flavor. I need more ketchup. I definitely didn't use 2 tablespoons. I'm probably at about 4 calories now. Oh man, but these are almost gone, so why don't I flash up the macros here so you guys can take a look and see what's in these. Like I said, loaded with protein, a lot of fiber, way more protein and way more fiber than you're gonna see in a regular tater tot. So I'd love for you guys to try these. If you do, please let me know in the comments section below. I'm curious how they turned out for you. Did you love them? Could we make them better some way? Always open to opinions. Let me know, do they taste like the tater tots you've had in the past? Is it something that you think would satisfy a craving for you if you needed something that was crunchy, maybe something fried? Would it do the trick for you? Tell me. Talk about it in the comment section below. Deliciously anabolic. All right. I gotta get up out of here, so see you guys in the next one. Bye.